Hi, this is Jeff Dowler with Remax Associates in Carlsbad and Encinitas, California. And I'm going to take you on a quick car tour of Cardiff, or Cardiff by the Sea as it is often known. Cardiff is located just south of Encinitas on the coast and is a really charming town. It has grown up over the years from kind of being a quaint, funky surfer kind of town to a really lovely seaside community. It still retains a lot of the features of being a surfer town, and is known, up and down the coast as a really great place for surfing. The downtown area is pretty small. There's not a lot to see. There are a bunch of little shops that are kind of cool. The Seaside Market is a very well-known market here. There's a great bakery. Pipes Cafe is here, probably one of the best known breakfast places along the coast. I highly recommend you try it, but be prepared to wait because it's hard to get into. We're heading down San Elijo Avenue right in the heart of town, and right now we're going to take a left onto Chesterfield. We're sort of in the downtown area of Cardiff. And we're going to take a left and head up the hill so you can see a little bit more of the town. Obviously some new building going on here, which is unusual in Cardiff. There isn't a lot of buildable land, and it's unusual to see new building. Every now and then you'll see some new houses, but it's unusual to see commercial land being developed. We're heading up Chesterfield, sort of in the heart of the walking district as it's known. Cardiff is very hilly, and the streets are sort of lined up grid-like along the hill, and so many of the properties are located on the hill have terrific views of the ocean. The hills here sort of remind me a little bit of San Francisco. If you've ever been there, some of the streets there are quite steep, and it's a challenging place to live. I'm going to take a quick drive down Oxford, which is a real popular residential street here, so you can see that, and maybe we can catch a glimpse of some of the views over toward the ocean. Here we are in the walking district, and it's known as the walking district for obvious reasons. You can walk readily to the downtown area. Let's take a hike down here so you can see the views and see the streets a little bit more. A lot of people who live in the walking district walk down to the beaches. There are a bunch of restaurants downtown and a long restaurant row right on the beach, and any of the little shops are pretty close by. This is not a town where you're going to find a lot of high-end shopping and that sort of thing. It tends to be fairly small. There are only a few thousand people living in town. Fairly quaint. People like it that way. It very much retains the feel of a surfing town, a very popular vacation town, but you're not going to find fancy clothing boutiques and high-end restaurants. So if that's what you're looking for, Cardiff is not going to be the place to go. We're going to head up the hill a little bit more here before we end the tour, and just drive down Oxford Street the other way so you can see that. The thing to know about housing in Cardiff is that it is pretty expensive. It is very difficult to find a detached home for under $1 million, and actually a good number of the attached homes, particularly properties that have views, are priced in the $1 million range and up. There isn't a lot of inventory simply because the town itself is fairly small, and as you can see as we're driving down the road, there are all kinds of houses here. There are little beach cottages, there are properties that have been remodeled and contemporized. You'll find vacation rentals right next to fairly stunning ocean view properties. So it's a pretty eclectic area to live in. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Stay tuned for my tour of another area of Cardiff. And thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, please call me on my cell at 760-840-1360, or you can visit me at Carlsbad Homes at realestatetidbits.com. Thanks.